Here we go, everybody. We're back for more You Choose.
Oh,
You get to decide.
where'd we go?
Yeah,
On blue.
no kidding. We're going blue. This is the Going Blue podcast.
Yeah.
We should have like insert a bunch of bleeps and blurps here, for the editing.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, no, if anybody was following me on anything else that I'm doing, I put up a little Instagram live video on the Paranormal Dads page. I was in sunny California for a week and just knew that was going to be hard to host a show from a remote location in the
that usually doesn't
Southern
work.
California. It's never worked out well for us in the past.
Yeah. So we want to make sure we do this right, and we didn't. And Eddie didn't get abducted. Eddie didn't end up on an island stranded with Todd's.
No matter how hard I tried, I did not get stuck on Todd Island.
If you do take a vacation, Eddie, and you end up on an island and somebody says, "Hi, my name's Todd," you're gonna be like, "Oh boy,
I'm in so much trouble." They would say, "Hey, my name's Todd. What's your name?" And I would say, "I'm Todd." I would blend in immediately.
Yes,
I'm Todd. Look at the You Choose gang all showing up in the comments. Hello, everybody. Welcome tonight.
We got Scott, Mr. BRS, and John all in the chat already. So we're ready to go. And we're going to, this is the You Choose podcast, by the way, if you're new. Thank you for listening, watching. We go through these old 80s Choose Your Own Adventure books. And then when we get to decision, we let you, the humble listener, watcher, decide where we should go. I guess I should say we, your humble hosts, let the viewers decide where we go.
We're presuming you're humble. Look at John humbling us.
I know.
Wow, early.
Yeah, this helps backfill the times that we're late.
It's true. We're hoping to gain back some good karma by being a little bit earlier each time.
Yes,
we've told people 8:45 ish. Central Standard. It's 8:41.
Yeah,
it's not so bad.
And so usually we go through these books twice. So this is the second time we've gone through these books. So when we do get to the first decision, we will pick the opposite of what we did last time so that we can try to get a slightly different story. And today's book is Vanished, number 60 in the Choose Your Own Adventure book. Again, I know we commented on last time, but you have to. This cover is so good. You've got the inverted triangle over kind of the middle of it, so it casts a little shadow. We've got a lady being eaten by an octopus or squid, I guess I should say. But like we said last time,
not playing.
No, the shirt is still tucked in.
That is a power tuck, as we called that back in the day.
Yes.
That thing is not coming. Not even the mighty Kraken could untuck that shirt.
Untuckable shirts. That's what they invented.
Exactly.
Got a boat on there, an airplane.
Yeah, you would have better luck ripping off an arm before that shirt became untucked. Look at that thing.
Which is stronger, Eddie? A tucked in shirt or a diamond?
Tucked in shirt all day. I'm telling you. if you guys watch the horrible, so bad it's good movie, Mac and Me, which I've recently watched. I've never seen the full length version of Mac and Me. I did see it, full disclosure. MST3K style on Netflix. Mystery Science Theater 3000 does watches Mac and Me, and it's hilarious the way they just roast it. But the point is, there's a scene in the movie where they don't show it on that iteration, and I think you got to find it online. But it's a scene they cut from the movie where he gets shot in the chest.
Whoa!
Where the kid in the wheelchair, Eric, gets shot right in the chest by one of the aliens.
Wow.
I'm assuming by accident. Shoots him right in the chest. That McDonald's scene is insane. Yes, it is, Scott. It's a whole dance number. It's insanity. It's the most like product placement thing. Anyway, the point is, I could probably show this clip on our show. I think we'd be okay. Show this clip where Eric gets shot in the chest. There's no blood because it's the 80s.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess what stays tucked in when he gets shot?
His shirt.
That shirt doesn't move. He's like,
Oh man, that's
bang!
so awesome.
Shirt still tucked
That
in.
they stick to the tucked in shirt trope, and it's one of those things. Once you mention it, you can never unsee it.
I'm looking here. I found it. Eric. This is an Instagram channel called Eric Takes One to the Chest Daily. They re-show the same clip every single
Over and over.
time.
That's
And
awesome.
here's a shot. Yes. Dave's tucked. Here we go.
Good shot. Oh my gosh.
And then the whole strip mall goes up in flames.
Oh my gosh.
But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
You'd have to watch the channel, but if you zoom in, you can see his shirt stays tucked in the entire time.
Even when he gets shot.
Shirt tucked.
Look at that. That's great.
Anyway, since we're talking about
great
80s,
and horrifying.
Well, and the fun thing about it is in the edit, they cut that part out, but the camera still cuts, and you see him slumped over in the chair, just like you're like, what's wrong with Eric? What is he sleeping?
Just got shot.
Hey, Carnivorous is in.
Yeah, Carnivorous Plant is back. So, all right. Well, now we can start. Carnivorous Plant is here.
Now we can start the show.
All right. So let's get started with Vanished. And
you start this
correctly, there's a map.
Always a map.
Yes, always a map. So we know exactly where we're going. Oh yeah, I remember this. It's been over a month since we've done this one. So this is going to be kind of new for us, practically. All right.
Oh yeah, Scott Miller. The scene they went with was just as bad. It is. It's true.
Yeah. All right. I will get started, Eddie, and then you take over at the first decision here.
Go for it, sir.
What's keeping Tony? Asked Andrea impatiently. You finger your I remember this. You finger your brand new pilot's license and the Miami airfield. Yes, we're in love with our driver's license.
Don't do that. That's just not. That's the weirdest thing.
Our pilot's license, precious.
Like pilot's license. I just figured any other description. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Yes. As soon as Tony shows up, you're going to take your friends for a ride in your parents' small plane. But when Tony finally arrives, his face is pale with shock. Something happened to Jill, he exclaims. What, you gasp? She was sailing with her friend or her family to Eleutheria Island for Christmas, but they never got there, he explained breathlessly. No one has heard from them since they stopped at Bimini on Thursday. The Coast Guard just announced a search. It's the Bermuda Triangle, cries Andrea. This time, dun, dun, dun. Oh, I wonder. I don't know if I have that.
We have one. I know we do.
I know I do. Here we go. The Bermuda Triangle.
Of course.
Right. What are you talking about, you ask? There's a triangle area over the ocean between Miami, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda where more than 100 boats and planes have vanished without a trace, she says. Oh, Andrea, scoffs Tony. Accidents happen all the time. That's a very heavily traveled area you're talking about. Andrea shakes her head stubbornly. These aren't just accidents. Boats don't normally sink in calm water within sight of land. And when planes go down, you can usually find wreckage floating nearby. I'm talking about boats and planes that have vanished into thin air.
Todd, you stupid bastard. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's Todd. It's the Todd.
Tony. My name is Tony.
Oh, yeah.
You're Todd.
Tony.
You know it.
Tony has a cousin named Todd.
It's true.
I'm talking about boats and planes that have vanished into thin air. What's more, most of these disappearances take place at this time of year between Christmas and early January. A chill runs up your spine, but you dismiss it and say, look, you guys, let's argue about the Bermuda Triangle later. We should join the search for Jill. Great idea, says Tony. We can use my grandfather's boat. We could cover more ground if we fly, you remind him. You're eager to get behind the controls of your plane. We can trace her route more exactly by boat, he insists. All right, here's our first decision. So last time we went to page 6. This time we need to go to page 36, which is, okay, let's go to the marina. Basically, we're taking the boat instead of the plane this time.
We're going to force your hand, everybody. The only choice we'll force tonight. Well, except for the next book. Then we do that too.
Yeah.
On the way to the harbor, you stop off at your house to tell your parents you'll be spending a few days on Tony's boat. We're clearly not 9 in this. No. You can tell on the cover. Yes. Like, we're having these kids fly a plane. We can have a 9-year-old fly a plane by themselves. It's just not even in the 80s. We would have.
I think we would have.
But we could have bought cigarettes too. It was the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You grab some food. They join Andrea and Tony in the car. You drive. We know it's Todd. You drive to the marina where Tony's grandfather moors the Louisa, his 30-foot boat. Had to sneak that in. It's really 28 feet, but we call it a 30-foot boat.
Yeah, exactly.
The Louisa cruises out of Biscayne Bay toward Bimini. You and Andrea scan the horizon through binoculars while Tony steers and listens to the radio reports. The hours pass unevenly. Toward dusk, Tony emerges from the cabin and says, "A plane spotted some debris not too far north of here." "Let's check it out," cries Andrea eagerly. "I don't think that's a good idea," says Tony. "My grandfather wouldn't want me taking his boat there, especially after dark." "Why did we take your boat at all, Tony?"
Yeah, Tony, come on.
We took the boat to find our friend. We have a lead, and you're like, "I can't go there, guys. I'll get in trouble with my granddad."
Yeah. It's just too dark.
Guys, it's after dark. We got to go home. Sometimes there are pirates in the area.
He must be retired.
Exactly. It's at bedtime at 7:00.
I got Matlock's on in like 30 minutes.
Matlock is on. Murder, She Wrote. I make my tea and I go to bed. That's how this works. Pirates in the 20th century, you ask with astonishment. Sure, Tony answers. They're not like you read about in stories. They're regular crooks who steal boats, but they're just as dangerous as the old-fashioned pirates used to be. Even worse, because they have automatic guns.
Exactly.
Back in the day, it was like those muskets. It was like, hold on, bang, and then they had to wait 10 minutes. Hold on,
reload, pack the powder.
Stay there, don't move. Ugh.
Just hold on. Just right there.
Bang. All right. Go to the next page. Andrea snorts in disbelief. This book is in the 80s. Haha, sorry. This isn't a pleasure cruise. We have to act quickly and we have to take chances. The debris may be gone by tomorrow morning. Tony digs his hands into his pockets and stares at the deck. Then he glances at you and asks, "What do you think we should do?" Tony!
Ugh.
I can't be around all the rest of your life
making decisions for you.
It's insane. If you say we'd better forget about the debris, turn to page 3. If you tell him, "Let's take a look at that debris," turn to page 74. And when we say debris, we mean like broken up pieces of garbage, not cheese. Debris. It's debris.
Carnivorous Plant just said the same thing I was thinking. I was like, well, we actually could fly a plane when we were 9. We just need a note, like when we buy cigarettes.
Exactly. He's like, "Did you see debris?" I go, "Did you bring the crackers?"
Oh,
sorry.
Man.
Sorry. Yeah, I need a rim shot on that one. I need a rim shot.
What is that? That's not a rim shot. That's actually better.
I don't even know if I want a rim shot now. Oh, that was funny. Was that change? Was that loose change?
Yeah, that was change. So the sound effect is labeled rim shot, but that's change. Oh man!
Sorry, caught me off guard.
It's actually better than a rim shot.
Oh man! So we got one. Exactly. I like debris on my salad. See, John knows. We got look at debris, forget debris, debris. We have 2 votes for debris, 3 votes for debris. We're going to check out some debris.
We're gonna get some debris. So
74.
page 74. That's me. Let's go to 74 here and see how useless Todd can be on this page.
Oh, he'll find a way to Todd it up real quick.
Yeah. As the Louisa cruises north, you think about the reported debris. You keep hoping it won't be the remains of Jill's boat.
Oh God!
You remind yourself, or remains of Jill.
No, Jill. At least the shirt's still tucked in.
Oh yeah. We found the body. The bad news is we found Jill's body. The good news is her shirt was still tucked in.
Yay!
Yay!
80s win.
You remind yourself it could be almost anything. Garbage, old driftwood, the wreckage from someone else's boat. You've sailed just a few knots when you notice a handsome yacht floating perfectly still in the middle of the endless stretch of water. There's something strange about that boat, says Tony. No lights, no people on deck, you comment. And look, says Andrea, no name or numbers. Aren't all boats supposed to have some numbers, sort of like a license plate? Tony nods. Maybe they're in trouble. Let's get a closer look, you suggest. Tony pulls the Louisa alongside the unmarked yacht. Hello. Are you all right? You shout. There's no answer. You shiver, remembering the tales of ghost ships. Let's go aboard, says Andrea. Are you kidding? Tony exclaims. That yacht could be a pirate's decoy, and soon as we step on the boat, they could grab us and steal the Louisa. You and Andrea eye each other. You're all too familiar with Tony's cautiousness. Tony, there may be people on board who need our help, Andrea insists. Then why didn't they answer when we called? He challenges her. Maybe they can't answer. Maybe they're hurt, says Andrea. We should really check this out. Please don't, pleads Tony. And besides, what about the debris you wanted to investigate? Oh, now he's interested in the debris.
Now he's all like, guys, the debris.
Yeah.
Can we backhand Tony? Is that a choice yet?
I think we need to.
Is there a punch? Is there a punch sound effect?
There is.
There you go.
Punch him. Here's a slap.
There it is.
There you go.
Loose change falls again.
There we go. We hit him and change falls out.
We hit him so hard, change flies out of his Kanga zips, out of his 80s shoes.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Here we
My
go.
lunch money. My lunch money.
My lunch money.
You slapped it in the ocean. We did, Tony.
Oh, there's your debris, Tony.
That's your milk money, you weenie. Anyway.
Andrea backs down. That's right, she says. She turns to you and asks, what do you think we should do? All right, here we go, everybody. Our first decision. Second decision, excuse me. If you want to ignore the yacht and continue toward the debris, turn to page 30. If you decide to board the unmarked boat, turn to page 33. So basically, do we hop on the boat or do we not hop on the boat? Let us know in the chat. That's so good. Tony, he's about worthless.
What about the debris you wanted to find that I was against?
Come on.
Like, Tony, you're really making me question why we brought you along on this thing.
Yeah.
Other than your grandfather's boat that we can't take past a certain perimeter.
I think we just found some shark food.
For real, though.
All right. So we got 2 votes for board. So we're probably going to board here, but let's give it another few more seconds just in case. Otherwise, it's page 33. Yeah, I'm not looking for a 3-hour tour.
Oh, there we go. Tiebreaker. Hop on the boat.
There we go. Hop on the boat. So we got board, all aboard, hop on the boat. So 33.
We got debris. We got deboard. We got charcuterie going on up in here. Look at this.
Oh, yes. The charcuterie boards.
The sausage and the olives.
The pickles.
If you decide to board the unmarked boat, 33. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Turning. 33. Let's just make sure no one on that yacht is in trouble, you reply. It will only take a minute. Then we can head toward the debris. We need a debris counter, bro.
I think so. We got to be up like 5.
I'm putting that up right now for sure. Okay, here we go. Is that counting this last one toward the debris?
Yes.
You go on board if you want, but I'm staying right here, says Tony. Be careful. We go in the other boat, and then we throw Molotov cocktails at Tony in his boat just to sink it.
Enjoy your boat.
Have fun. Tell your granddad thanks. You and Andrea climb onto the yacht. It is by far the largest boat you've ever set foot on. I'll investigate the cabin, and you check below the deck, you tell Andrea. Okay, we'll meet back here, she replies. Carefully, quietly, you enter the gallery. No one is there, but you find plenty of food. There are dirty paper plates in the trash. Must be some bachelors that live here. You tiptoe into a bedroom. What a mess! Clothing, towels, and magazines are strewn all over the room. You notice a wallet lying under a pack of cigarettes. Maybe it's a clue. Just as you stoop to pick up the wallet, you hear Andrea scream from below the deck. You freeze. Your whole body is trembling. You don't know what to do. Should you try to help Andrea yourself or sneak back to the Louisa to call the Coast Guard?
Oh, wow.
Already, here we go. So, if you decide to go below the deck alone, turn to page 40. If you think it's best to go back to the Louisa, turn to page 87. Let us know.
Oh boy. None of the options are see if Todd can come help. Or Tony. I keep on calling
exactly.
Todd.
Hey, Todd, get over here. Scott's making a valid point here. The Montgomery Packard books did not have this many choices. I keep clicking on
I mean, the Balloon Over the Sahara has the most, I believe, at 44. That was an Edward Packard book, but yeah,
was it?
Yeah, but yeah, you look at some of the later ones, and yeah, they were pretty minimal. But yeah, this one has a lot.
Oh yeah, I think they really did. I mean, again, like a lot of things, they were hitting their stride in the first 100. I don't even know. The first few years certainly.
Oh yeah, I think Edward Packard said the first 20 books sold more than almost the other 160 or so combined.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's like a lot of things, though. You think like even like bands or something. It's like, yeah, like their first couple albums, but then people tend to kind of taper off over time. It was you who told me, and people will probably already know this in the chat, but Edward Packard is the grandfather. Is that correct? Of David Corenswet.
Yes, he is. That's
a new Superman.
Edward Packard's his grandpa.
That's
what are the odds?
To me.
I know.
It blows my mind.
We may have announced this before, but in the fall, they're going to re-release Edward Packard's first 4 books or 5 books. I can't remember. And they're not going to edit anything. All the text is the same and all the artwork's going to be exactly the same. So Cave of Time. Yeah.
Oh. So Cave of Time.
Chimney Rock. Codename. I think its codename is Jonah. I'll have to look it up again, but yeah, they're re-releasing all of them. Not all of them. The first like 4 or 5, exactly as they were.
Who is the publisher?
I'm not sure who has it now. It was Bantam before, but
we have to get these books.
I know. So it's kind of funny because Montgomery, has the Chusco, and they've been re-releasing those for years. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it was Edward Packard or somebody wasn't going to allow it. And now all of a sudden, boom, they're like, "Yep, we're going to re-release them."
I mean, I don't know. I think it's because of this show. This podcast really helped push things forward.
That's probably so. And we'll have to ask Edward Packard next time. Hey, was it because of us? Is that why they got re-released?
It really was. We got to get him to sign those if we can.
Ooh, good idea.
He's been on the show. We should definitely give him a shout.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do we got here? Yeah,
I think we got Go Below.
We've read most of these, but so they're in the archive, John. If you want to listen to we've done Chimney Rock, Cave of Time, Sahara, Balloon Over Sahara, pretty much all of them. But
was Harlow Thrombey one of the first ones, or is that later on?
Yeah, Who Killed Harlow Thrombey? Yep, that was one of the first ones. That was the first one we ever did.
I wouldn't hate redoing that one. That'd be a fun one.
All right, so what do we got?
I think we're doing Go Below.
Go Below, yeah, go below. Yep, we are. Okay, page 40.
Page 40, sir, for you.
Here we go. Not caring how much noise you make, you race to the stairway leading under the deck. All you can think about is helping Andrea. You bolted down 3 steps when 2 muscular blonde men grab you. Let go of me, you yell. Oh, Eddie, I think her shirt might be untucked.
What?
That's gotta be a
drawing
error. That's got to be a drawing error.
That's a drawing error. That's definitely not an intended thing. Surely 2 blonde, muscular men could not be stronger than a Kraken.
Yeah. I mean, their shirts are tucked in.
I mean, they are tucked in.
Yeah.
They look like G.I. Joe figures, really, when you look at them.
They do. It's like the twins.
The Daymok and
yeah.
What was the other one?
I don't remember the other names.
Kevin.
Let us know in the chat. The twins from G.I. Joe. I forgot their names now.
Daymok and Kevin.
One doesn't. Kevin, yeah.
Yeah, and you'd punch one and the other one would feel it.
Yes.
That's how I thought twins worked in real life. I'm not kidding.
Let go of me, you yell. Before one covers your mouth, you bite his hand and scream, help. But moments later, you find yourself bound and gagged. From the corner of your eye, you see Andrea tied up across the room. Just then, you hear footsteps above you. Tony runs down the stairs, only to be grabbed by the 2 men. Your heart sinks. Oh, my gosh.
Tony is a Todd.
He's so worthless.
Yeah.
Anyone else on your boat? One of the men asks. You're so scared you can barely shake your head. All right, Mickey, laughs the man. We got ourselves another boat. Nice job, Shark, replies Mickey. You take care of bringing their boat in, and I'll meet you tomorrow night at Keller's Point. Shark nods and hurries up the stairs. So his name is Shark.
I guess he's a shark at least. Jeez.
Yeah, there you go. 44. You try to calm yourself so you can think. Mickey and Shark seem too handsome to be pirates. Yes, you know they're dangerous. That's so
we
funny.
all know all pirates are ugly. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's what she's assuming. You realize there's a good chance they might even kill you. You wonder if there's any way you can stall for time. What if you suggest they demand a ransom for you? After all, the money might tempt the pirates, and it would offer you a chance of survival. You remember reading that the success rate for catching kidnappers is fairly high. I like how we put our little piece of knowledge in there, how smart we are.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you don't know that the men plan to kill you, but you know that your parents can't afford to pay the high ransom. You might even endanger yourself by speaking up. Maybe you should just behave. The pirates won't hurt you. All right, here we go, everybody. If you're intent on persuading Mickey to hold you for ransom, turn to page 55. If you think good behavior is key to your survival, turn to page 97. So should we try to talk our way out of it, or do we just keep quiet and move on? Let us know in the chat. Shark and Mickey.
Shark and Mickey and handsome pirates.
That's
what we thought is they were like threatening to kill us. These guys are good looking.
They're actually too good looking, you know.
I mean, we'd probably think that if we had 2 gorgeous women like restrain us, we're like, oh, these ladies are pretty.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, you can't
then they shoot us. You couldn't be a pirate. Then they shoot us in the stomach.
Shoot us
No. Untuck this. For those in the chat, or for those listening, Lee and I, last week, Lee, enjoyed a little outdoor concert together with our friend Jesse.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if Jesse's not in the chat, is he?
He's not. I'm sure he'll come across us at some point, maybe. But we all enjoyed the lovely tunes of the one and only Weird Al Yankovic. It was a good time.
Exactly. Got his shirt on right now. In fact, bigger and weirder.
Oh, you're wearing it right now?
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yep.
I gotta wait for mine. Mine's a sweatshirt.
Yeah. You might have to wait a little bit.
I'm not ready for it yet.
Yes. All right.
Let's see here. Behave. Hold me. I'm worth so much. I think we got the behave. Let's count on good behavior.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna behave.
Returning. Oh, behave.
Page 97.
You stop thinking about stalling tactics and concentrate on being a model prisoner. Even though your arm is numb and your leg muscles are cramped, you stay perfectly motionless, perfectly silent. When Andrea tries to struggle, you glare at her harshly. Stop it, you signal to her. Mickey stares at you as he smokes a cigarette. Then he bounds up the stairs. You feel the boat begin to sail. Where is he taking us, you wonder? Excuse me. Even though you're terrified, you try not to panic. You gaze reassuringly into your friend's eyes. You concentrate on memorizing how Mickey and Shark look at you so you'll be able to describe them to the Coast Guard. If you ever see the Coast Guard again.
Ooh.
You have no idea what time it is when the boat finally stops moving. Mickey ambles downstairs, picks you up, and slings you over his shoulder. It is all you can do not to whimper. Stay calm, you tell yourself. Stay calm. You didn't get that stay calm correspondence course degree for nothing.
That's exactly right.
Turn to page 111.
Okay.
Going.
Oh,
Mickey
boy.
lays you on the deck. Oh, boy. Mickey, jeez. Oh, my God. Look how good looking he is. Mickey lays you on the deck. You can't see what he is doing, but you can feel him tying something to your left ankle. You crane your neck, trying to tell what's going on. With a shudder, you discover that a cinder block has been roped to your leg. All your good behavior got you nothing. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Stupid. You're so stupid. Sorry, nothing. You writhe with terror and try to scream, but you just end up choking on the cloth stuffed inside your mouth. Mickey eyes you scornfully. He picks you up and hurls you and the cinder block overboard. Have a nice swim, he calls cruelly, but you don't hear him. You are sinking deeper and deeper through the dark water to your death.
Wow.
Do we have a bump on that? Or
let's see. Here we go. Man, that was dark.
That is dark, dude. And look at that. He is just dropping her into the ocean.
That's so gangster.
Her shirt's still tucked, though. Her shirt's still tucked.
I know. I saw that. Her shirt's still tucked in. But yeah,
they did really try to make him like ridiculously good looking.
Oh,
with his cheekbones. Look at this guy.
With the cheekbones and the abs.
Like, what's
but
up?
This is something that a gangster would have done.
If you were like, what do you think is this would be a fun thing to do. That might be a fun segment to break things up. We should zoom into a photo for a Choose Your Own Adventure. Like, what do you think is going on in this photo right now?
Oh, yeah. No one would guess this one.
Is he surfing? Is he having fun? And you're like, no, murder.
Murder by tying a brick around your ankle and dropping you into the ocean. So wow,
that is like next level. That is one of the darker you choose deaths we've experienced.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Good job, everybody. Okay, good job.
Yeah, Good job, everybody. A round of applause.
We can't say we didn't die because we absolutely died.
We absolutely did die. This deserves one Macho Man.
Oh, yeah!
There you go, for sure.
All right.
I think at that one we'll reset the counter here.
Yes, the debris counter.
Exactly.
Our next book is Wizards, Warriors, and You. And number 5, The Haunted Castle of Ravencurse. And this one, so obviously Choose Your Own Adventure books are probably the best in my opinion, but out of the adjacent books, I think the Wizards, Warriors, and You are right up there. And then Twist-a-Plot, the other Twist-a-Plots that we do are actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
And this is RPG light.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got that little bit of RPG element to it, which makes it fun. R.L. Stine did one of these, The Forest of Twisted Dreams, which we did, which is in the archives at uchoosepodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com. We went through that one a while back.
Also, The Forest of Twisted Dreams is the name of Lee Searcy's autobiography.
Exactly.
Of his life.
Yeah, it tells it all about it. The Forest of Twisted Dreams.
It's true. It's true.
It is
true. From birth up to today, that is Lee's
Nothing
story.
but Twisted Dreams. It's probably a song, isn't it?
For sure. You know, yes. I think I like the what were the D&D ones that were so good too?
Endless Quest. Those are
Endless
good.
Quest. Those were good. I think as far as a one-off goes, sometimes they got a little long.
They did.
But I did like the Endless Quest. The Curse of the Rainbow Dragons.
Yep.
It's a good
very,
one.
very good. Very common one. And these I checked on eBay. You can still get them for $15 to $25, depend on what you're looking for. The Wizards, Warriors, and You. This one came out in 1985. So let's go ahead and see page 1. All right. Let's see. Did I start the last book? I did.
You did. I'll start this one. What I like about these books too, these specifically, is you could almost make this into a D&D style game with your friends if you want.
You can. It is. It's D&D light.
All right, here we go. So on this one, we know how it sets up, and the first choice is to choose to be the wizard or the warrior.
Yep.
Is that the first choice we're going to make?
Yes. Yeah, we were the warrior last time, so we'll be the wizard this one.
Okay. So we're going to be a wizard. Do I want to read the setup here still? Just to kind of give them a setup? Okay.
I think we can probably skip that, honestly.
We're skipping it. We are the wizard this time around.
Yes.
Page 10. There's your map, kids.
See, wizard, page 10. Yeah, here's our little map.
There's your map. Page 10.
Treasure.
Instructions for the wizard. There is no telling what sort of magic you may meet in the haunted castle of Ravencurse. All you know is that you will be up against a foe whose sorcery may be as powerful as yours.
Ooh.
And whose evil and cunning may exceed anything you have met in your many quests for King Henry. At the back of this book, on page 97, you will find a book of all the magic spells you know how to summon. Turn now to the book of spells on page 97. Read them over quickly so you will have an idea of the powers you can call on. Then study the map and list of foes on page 6 and 7. So first, let's turn to page 97 and we'll pick our spells, guys.
Yes, because last time we were warriors, so we picked our
weapons.
So this time we get spells, page 97. Well, it takes a while when you're going one page at a time.
I'll start to read this so people can. Spell number 1, shift shape. Gotta be careful when you say that.
Yeah.
Shift shape. The spell allows you to regain the shape, to change the shape, to assume the appearance of an animal, plant, or any object as long as it is within view. So you have to be able to see it.
Yes.
The spell can also be used to change the appearance of others. You cannot use this spell to change into the shape of something that is not within open view.
The
spell lasts for only a few minutes. It wears off suddenly, returning the subject to his or her experience. Spell number 2, move time back. This spell allows you to move time backward. The spell can move time back 1 hour at the most. At the most. You can then change events by acting in a different manner during that hour. The drawback of this spell is that it's impossible to predict the precise amount of time that will be reversed. It can be anywhere from 5 minutes up to an hour. If only I had this spell. Momentary darkness. What's that? What's that, Lee?
That'd be awesome.
Momentary darkness. A sudden darkness that lasts up to 5 seconds is conjured up by this spell. The spell is most useful for taking someone by surprise. The darkness is total, but you must move quickly since the darkness lasts such a short time. Invisibility! A basic spell. They give us a lot of spells, guys. Holy buckets. If we read all these, we're cutting into our time here.
Yeah.
I'll just say this. Momentary darkness, self-explanatory. Invisibility. You become instantly and completely invisible. Desperate situations. It can last as long as several weeks. Whoa. It cannot be predicted how long it will be. So it can be for a few minutes, be for a few weeks. Invisible shield can be conjured up that completely encircles you and your companions. The shield cannot be penetrated by any weapon, although fire can be used to destroy it. So fire is its weakness. The shield lasts as long as the spellcaster wishes it to. A major drawback to the spell is that the shield is immovable. If the user moves more than a few feet in any direction, the shield disappears.
Okay.
Mirror image. When the spell is cast upon a foe, it causes the foe to see everything in reverse, as if he or she were looking into a mirror. Okay. Especially effective in duels, the spell is used to confuse one's enemies and throw them off balance. It lasts for about 5 minutes. Sorcerer's Sleep. The spell can be used on put anyone standing within 100 feet of you to sleep immediately. The spell can work on one person or up to 500 people. Dang!
Wow.
At once. The major drawback to this spell is that the length of time the foe will sleep cannot be predicted. It may be a few seconds. It may be a few days. The wind. This spell conjures up a hurricane-force wind strong enough to blow away the toughest foe. A most dangerous spell. It must be used with the utmost care, for once the wind has been summoned, it cannot be controlled. It may turn against the spellcaster as easily as against the person it is intended to defeat. This baby is unpredictable. It's like letting a tiger loose inside your house.
I know.
Merlin's Fire. This spell can be used to start a blazing fire on any object. It cannot be used on people or animals. It's only an object. The fire burns with an intensity and cannot be extinguished until the spell is removed. This is a dangerous spell because the fire can spread out of control within seconds if the wind should change directions. Note, this spell is named for Merlin. There is no known account of his having used it. Interesting.
That's funny.
Spell 10, because he knew better. Spell 10, Visions. This spell will cause a foe to start seeing things, all kinds of things that exist only in his or her mind. An incapacitating spell. It will cause the foe to lose all sight of what is real and what is not. Advanced wizards can even control what visions the foe will see. A difficult spell to cast because it sometimes backfires and affects the spellcaster rather than the enemy. Shrink. The spell causes the foe or foes to shrink in size. Its effect is immediate and can be used on anyone or anything within 100 yards. As with other spells, it is impossible to predict exactly how small someone will become or how long he or she will stay that way. So it could be, child-sized, could be an atom, could be like Ant-Man. Yeah. You don't know. Combat magic. This spell allows you to combat a magic spell that has been used against you or against a companion. It will immediately dispel any magic except that of a grand wizard. This spell requires such concentration. You gotta be careful with that naming, guys. That sounds a little dangerous. This spell requires such concentration and energy that after performing the spellcaster must rest for one entire day. The spell can be used only once during an adventure. Dang. Now that you have studied your spells, which you may begin your adventure on page 14. So we got to pick some spells, y'all.
Well, we had one. John says invisible one. I was going to suggest that one. So let's invisibility. There we go. So invisibility.
Sure.
And I like the move back time. Let's try that one.
Yep. The share spell.
Turn back time.
There you go. There you go. You saw
all right. What else?
I mean, John is saying shrink sounds cool. Why don't we throw that shrinky dink in there?
Okay. All right. The shrinky dinks. I love those.
We're doing 80s.
Shrinky dinks. Okay.
You don't want to make me turn you invisible, tiny, and go back in time, make you 10 minutes younger. Let's do this.
Even though they said don't use the wind one, I kind of like the wind one. Let's do that one. So we got two more. Or no, one more.
We pick 4?
I think that's what it said. Was it 4 or 5? I thought it was 5.
3, but let's double check here. I'm double checking.
Okay.
10. Page 10. It doesn't say.
I thought it said pick 5, but I could be wrong.
Who's evil and cunning makes it. At the back of the book on page 97, you will find a book of all the magic spells, and you know how to summon up. Turn on the book of spells, read them real quickly to have an idea of prayers you can call on. All right. Is it like you can use any of them? I'm looking here. As the wizard, you may use any number of these powerful spells, but remember, magic is mysterious and unpredictable.
Oh.
So we're not limited here, guys.
The warrior, you had to pick like 3 or 4.
The warrior legitimately is like, oh no. Because the warrior says that you may use all the weapons, too, at the top here.
Okay.
You may use any of these spells, not all of these spells. I see.
Okay. So there's no limit.
I just don't know. I'm looking for where it says. I'm just double checking here, guys. I just want to make sure we're not.
Yeah. I could have swore there was a limit, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, see, the warrior, you can pick 3 weapons. The wizard, that's just saying you have an idea of the powers you can call on. That's it. It doesn't say pick a number of spells.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. So here we go.
All right, page 14. So I'll go ahead and start.
All right.
It's a brisk morning as you and the warrior stand at the base of the cliff that leads to the Castle of Ravencurse. The cliff seems impossibly steep, rising almost straight up. You can barely see the top. It's clear that this will not be an easy climb, and you know that both you and your friend will need all your strength to battle the evils that await you in the castle. Perhaps there's an easier way up the cliff, you say to the warrior. Let's walk around a bit. Your friend agrees, and together you begin to walk to the south. Unfortunately, the cliff wall seems to be as sheer on this direction as it was on the other. You're about to give up when the warrior points. Look, he says, there's a trail leading upward. You look, and hidden in some brush, there is indeed a trail, which disappears into thick trees halfway up. As you approach, you notice that it is strewn with hundreds of oddly shaped white rocks. You pick one up and drop it in horror. It is not a rock at all, but a bone from someone's finger. A broken skull lies at your feet. This trail is paved with thousands of human bones. Should you take the trail, or is it safer to try to climb up the cliff? Decide quickly. So do we climb the cliff, or do we take the trail? Let us know in the chat. All right.
The trail of bones.
Yeah, trail of bones. That's a pretty good start. So I found the release of the books. Cave of Time released on August 5th of this year. Then Mystery of Chimney Rock is November 4th. Your code name is Jonah is January 26th. Who Killed Harlow Thrombey, February 26th. Inside UFO 5440 is fall of 26, and then the Underground Kingdom. So that's the planned releases. And they're all going to be, like I said, all the original artwork and the original text. So they're not going to redo anything, which would be wonderful. So you can already get the Cave of Time. It's out.
Man.
That's good.
I'd like to get at least maybe one of those for sure.
Yeah. And have him sign one. All right. Take to the trail, Carnivorous Plant says. So we're going to take the trail probably, but we'll give it a few more seconds. Let us know on the Trail of Bones. Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Weird Al, there is a song, Nature Trail to Hell. One of my favorites.
Really?
Oh yeah. Nature Trail to Hell, dude. That's a great. He played that at that acoustic at that Originals concert we went to.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, another vote for Trail. Okay. So Eddie,
trailing it up.
I think we're gonna take the Trail. So
the Trail.
Page 11.
11 it is. Walking quickly, you and the warrior start up the trail, the bone crunching underneath your feet. I wonder why there was no sign of this trail on the map, says your companion. Maybe it wasn't here when the map was drawn, you reply. You do not say so, but you wonder who could have cut this gruesome trail into the face of the cliff. In a short time, you are halfway up. Short, scrubby trees begin to appear around you. You estimate that at this rate, you will take only a few more minutes to reach the haunted castle of Ravencurse. Suddenly, your way is blocked by a man-like shape the size of an elephant that is holding a staff made from the trunk of a large tree. In the center of its forehead gleams one large yellow eye. Halt! Cries the creature. I am the Cyclops of the cliff. No mortals may pass beyond this point. That's what you think, says the warrior, and he draws the sword of the golden lion. Quickly, you put your hand on his arm. You can see that the Cyclops greatly outmatches him, but it is too late. With an inhuman booming laugh, the Cyclops raises its staff and strikes at the warrior. Only his agility keeps your friend from being smashed as flat as a squashed ant. That was a weird analogy.
That was.
Page 12. The warrior picks himself up and again approaches the Cyclops. Again, he is knocked to the ground. After a moment, the warrior pulls himself to his feet again. His arms trembling, he lifts his sword and prepares to attack. Stop, you cry. You have no chance. Now the Cyclops, his booming laugh, is directed at you. Your friend has fallen under an enchantment, he says. He is compelled to keep fighting until he or his opponent is dead. As you see from the bones paving my trail, there is no question of the outcome. After I have finished with your friend, you will fight the same battle. To your horror, you see the Cyclops has again lifted his staff and is aiming it at the warrior. Your friend is bleeding and dazed, but he continues to fight. You know that he will soon die unless you do something to help him. Quickly, you review the spells you might use. You decide that the two most useful in this situation are Shrink and Invisibility. Okay, so that's what they do to us. They force us to pick one of the two.
Pick one, yeah.
Which one do you use? Which is most likely to get the warrior out of trouble? If you decide the Shrink spell, turn to page 22. Turn him teeny tiny. If you think Invisibility is more likely to work, he can't kill what he can't see. Go to page 17.
All right. That's kind of a cool idea. So the spells kind of drive how the story is going to play out. I think if I remember correctly, depending on what weapon you use with the warrior was the same way. So, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, let us know in the chat, Shrink or Disappear.
We have one vote already for Shrink that punk.
Shrink that
I like
punk.
that.
Invisible won't help. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to influence our wizened choosers.
All right, a vote for Shrink. So there's 2 votes for Shrink. Okay, we'll give it another few seconds here, and we will probably be shrinking ourselves. I guess that's what we'll be doing. Or are we going to shrink the Cyclops?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Shrink. I think.
Shrink him. Shrink. I think. All right, page 22. That would be me.
That's you, sir.
We'll find out. Do we shrink ourselves or the Cyclops? Oh, there's a nice illustration there.
You cast Shrink, but you stutter, and then you start. He's like, "You smell like a pile of feces." I said, "Shrink, not stink."
Shrink, not stink. Yes,
it's the worst smell. It's the worst smell.
Oh, that's awesome. Quickly, you draw your cloak around you and recite the words of the shrink spell. Immediately, there is a rush of wind, and when it has passed, the Cyclops has shrunk to the size of a chipmunk. His huge staff is now the size of a toothbrush, and his tiny eye blinks in surprise. What have you done to me? The Cyclops squeaks. What magic is this? The magic of the wizard of the good King Henry, answers the warrior. He raises the sword of the golden lion and with one mighty blow strikes the Cyclops' head from its neck. Wow.
He's that big, man. We just punted him.
Hey, like, what are you
doing? That's funny.
Its body begins to roll down the trail, where it will join the bones of countless others who have come before you.
Dang! I need a Macho Man on that one.
Oh, yeah!
That's what he says. The Cyclops head's rolling down.
Yeah, as it's rolling down the trail. Let's see. You spend the next few minutes tending to the warrior's wounds. Then the 2 of you resume your climb. To see what awaits you at the top of the cliff, turn to page 34. Oh, here's an illustration. Look at that. Little tiny Cyclops.
Dang.
The giant warrior.
Just chopped it off.
That's so good. This black and white art. It's wonderful.
It's really great art. It's really great art.
34. Okay. You're standing at the top of the cliff where the thick fog has settled. In front of you, the haunted castle of Ravencurse looms through the mist. There is an unmistakable feel of evil in the air. The warrior draws his sword as the 2 of you approach. Which entrance shall we use? He asks. You close your eyes and try to sense the evil forces that wait for you. It seems to you that the concentration of the sorcery and evil is greatest at present in the back of the castle. You tell the warrior your feelings. Then let us enter the front, he says, boldly striding toward the main entrance. You are uneasy as you notice that the door is flanked by life-size statues of warriors and knights. The front door begins to swing open. With an unearthly creak, the warrior has his sword ready, but no one emerges. Cautiously, you approach the now open door. Inside, all is dark. I will go in, says the warrior bravely. You watch as he steps inside and vanishes. Oh. There's no sound from the entrance hall. You wait a moment, but nothing happens. Now you face a decision. Should you go into the dark hall after your friend? Or would it be wiser to wait until you have a clearer idea of the magic being used here? All right, here we go. If you decide to follow the warrior inside, turn to page 41. If you think it's safer to wait for a few more minutes, turn to page 26. So do we rush inside or do we wait a few minutes? Let us know in the chat. Huh. Wow. All of a sudden, Todd emerges from behind the door. Or Tony.
Tony. Hi, guys. Are we safe from the pirates? Tony didn't do anything. We got thrown in the ocean. Where was Tony?
I know. Yeah, where was Tony?
By the way, Carnivorous coming in with the heat. I do eyes. That's like an 80s sitcom featuring a Cyclops.
Yes. You know, when we shrunk that Cyclops, Tony would probably still get beat up by the miniature Cyclops.
He would. The Cyclops would be yanking on his ear. He'd be like, guys, help me. Like he's the size of 2 apples. He's smaller than a Smurf.
He's tough. Tony
he's
be
strong,
like trying to justify it. Yeah, but he's really strong.
He's got thick bones.
All right. So we have a vote for rush in, and then we have a vote for sit back. So we're split. Oh, no.
2 for wait.
Mr. BRS said wait. Okay. So let's see. Page 26, Eddie.
26. Here we go. You wait nervously, hoping against hope that the warrior will soon reappear. You hold your cloak around you, ready to cast a spell. After what seems a very long time, but is really only 5 minutes or so, a towering knight steps out from inside the dark castle. He is wearing heavy black armor, and on his gauntlets it's an evil-looking raven. Welcome to Castle of Ravencurse, the Black Knight says. Your friend, the warrior, has received the customary greeting of Mad Morwenna, and now I must extend the same to you. The raven rises into the air and begins to spin. It assumes the form of a whirlwind, and when you realize that it's about to challenge your magic, you open your mouth to cast a spell. But before you can speak, you find it impossible to move. Too late, you realize that the strange statues around you were once human fighters, as you too used to be. You hear the Black Knight laughing, and your heart is heavy as the rest of you, which has now turned to stone. Close the book now, and perhaps when you are in a lighter mood, you will return to the world of wizards, warriors, and you. The end.
I like the pun there. When you're in a lighter mood after you've been turned to rock.
Yeah, look at that. These guys weren't wrong. Like, we're a wizard. Wizards typically don't go rushing into battle, and they played us against the archetype. We're like, oop, should have followed your friend. Ooh. Oh man, carnivorous. That is so Raven. That's so Raven. That's funny.
That's
if you have kids. That's
a good book.
I mean, I'm never disappointed by this book. I feel like we've never really gotten into a rhythm with this book, though.
No, it seems to end pretty quickly. There's not a lot of long drawn out stories. It doesn't appear to be anyway. I mean, there might be.
Not really. There's got to be. I would imagine that this is more like a D&D type book where there's one narrative that it wants you to go on, and every other quest that's not that results in you dying.
Yes, I think
I would imagine
you end up dying, but maybe beheaded. But we beheaded a Cyclops.
We took out a Cyclops. Listen, we may gotten killed, but we didn't leave. We didn't leave that one out there to kind of just nothing happened to it.
Not at all. Not at all. All right. Well, another good You Choose episode. Thank you to everybody in the chat for being on the live. That's what makes it much more fun. And like I said earlier, you can go to uchoosepodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com to listen to old episodes. Pay attention to social medias. We try to do this every 2 weeks on Monday at 8:45 Central Time. Sometimes we start early, like we did today.
Hey,
sometimes
just a little bit.
Yeah, but either way, it's fun either way when we get going. So, all right. You can go, when you do go to uchoosepodcast.com, we have merch available if you want to support the podcast that way. I'll put a link in the show notes for this one too, for the book, the Mysterious Forest book that we released. And it is now, since it's after the initial release, we're going to do a special and sell it for 50% off the price of zero.
That's a bargain, guys. 50% off of free. We owe you money. Here's 50 cents. Yeah, I know. Please enjoy that. And I have already shared it with a couple of people, even at my work. I was like, yeah, with my podcast, me and my co-host, he largely, but I help contribute to this book. And we've already had people who don't even follow the show reading this book, loving it. So there you go.
Awesome. Good. Yeah, check it out. Tell about your friends. I'll put a link in the show notes when we release it, and you can download it. It's just a PDF and check it out. And it's just a fun project that Eddie and I worked on. So it's good. Good times. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And until next time, you choose the adventure. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care. Have a good one.